And hello and welcome to another episode of the Infobotts Podcast. This is episode number 73, and I am your host, author Frederick Fishman, where today and every day we are sponsored by me. So for links to all of my books, apparel, and gear, go to my main Infobotts website at infobotts.com. You can also help us out and show your support by visiting our Patreon page at patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. And also, please check out our new educational membership website packed with multimedia goodies about the animal kingdom. And that is at animals, that's plural, animals-central.com. That's animals-central.com. Okay, let's get started. We are stuck in quarantine or self-quarantine or lockdown, but we can dream, we can plan, we can consider the possibilities once this pandemic crisis has passed. So let me list 10 possibilities when we are free of really cool things we can do when that day soon happens. First, number 1, sky and surf on the same day. There are a couple places that you can do that on Earth. One of them is in Sochi in Russia, where you can ski in the morning, then go down to the beach to surf. You can also do that in Los Angeles as well, in the wintertime, of course. Up to Big Bear Mountain, just north of LA, about an hour and a half, and you're at 6,500 feet. Then, the same day, go down to Malibu and catch some waves. Number two, go meteorite hunting. You gotta find a place where it's dry and where there's not much vegetation. And if you have a metal detector, it may be helpful in discovering these visitors from outer space. They have high concentrations of nickel and iron. And if you find a few meteorites, you can send them off to a lab like ACT Labs, that's spelled ACTLABS, ACT Labs, to confirm your find. Number 3, stuck in the U.S., go on an American safari to Vermejo. It's a 558,000-acre reserve owned by mogul Ted Turner in northeastern New Mexico. You will experience lakes and rivers and mountains where you can fish, ride horses, and take wildlife tours. Again, that place is called Vermejo. Number 4, go hiking. Get there by gondola like the 5-mile Mammoth Mountain Trail in California. You can also do that at Lake Tahoe and Luston, Minnesota at Moose Mountain, and West Virginia at Pipestream and Hawks Nest State Parks. Number 5, for something interesting to do, go storm chasing this coming spring in the Midwest of the United States, where there are buku tornadoes that will give you a view you will never forget. There are many services that offer tours. Just do a Google search and maybe find something like Extreme Chase Tours in Oklahoma. Raised in the Midwest, I saw many tornadoes when I was growing up. And when you see them, they don't look real. They look like an animation until they smash into a town or flatten property or take lives. Number 6, this next special possibility will give you many rewards. Treat your parents to a dream vacation they've always planned but never quite accomplished, and go with them. Everyone will have fun then. Number 7, go on a grunion run in Southern California. Grunions are little small fish that swim ashore at night from the ocean to lay their eggs in the soft sand. They do that in the spring and summer. You can grab some and fry them up for dinner in your skillet. Yummy. Just go to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife for details. and maybe wait until after they've deposited their eggs and are wriggling back to the ocean to grab them. That seems better, don't you think? Number 8. On Puerto Rico's Mosquito Bay, when the sun goes down, rent a kayak and paddle out for the brightest bioluminescent display from sea creatures on Earth. That's at Puerto Rico's Mosquito Bay. Number 9. Be a trail angel. You've been on a trail slogging up steep hills, wading cold streams, or scorching in the desert when you come upon a small group of trail angels who are offering shade, water, food, medical repairs to busted feet, and a chaise lounge to catch a short nap. Someone has to provide that service, and trail angels from all over the world, to the most famous hikes like the Appalachian Trail to the Pacific Crest Trail, are willing to provide that service. Number 10. This next one is only for a few. A 36-mile hike from Rollinsville, Colorado, 22 miles west of Boulder, across the continental divide of the North America continent, and into the ski town of Winter Park, Colorado. You'll climb 3,200 feet to around 11,700 feet. The next day, after staying the night in Winter Park, Colorado, back the way you came. You have to be able to tolerate the elevation, though, so be careful. There are more wild ideas of interesting things you can do during this time of pandemic, and we will bring them to you again. There's a group that I want to let you know about as well. So, now you know, and I want to thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Infobotts Podcast, and please support our efforts to bring you a new Infobotts. Go to patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. And don't forget to check out our new Animal Kingdom educational multimedia site at animalscentral.com. That's animals-central.com. So join us again for another episode of the Infobotts. Bye-bye.